Hey guys, it's Kenton Becker, American Pacific Mortgage. I am here in Eastern Washington. I was just editing a video where I was talking about the topic I'm going to tell you here. I was on location and it was so windy that you couldn't even understand what I was saying. So I'm going to record this video here in my office where I can get better audio. You know where I'm at recording this video. It's one of my favorite spots to record a video. If you can guess where I'm at and comment below, I'll give you a thumbs up. Video, what I was talking about was actually USDA financing and some of the benefits of USDA. It is another type of zero down, including VA financing, which is another type of zero down. And then we always talk about down payment assistance on this channel. So I wanted to actually highlight USDA because I do find a lot of clients don't know that much about it. And it could be a really good option for you, especially if you were looking to buy in a USDA rural area. So USDA financing, what are the benefits? Well, the number one benefit is you are able to get 100% financing, no down payment is needed, and it's fairly easy to qualify for. The benefit is that it does have better interest rates to get into the USDA loan. And another benefit is that it has lower mortgage insurance rates, so it's a lot cheaper in terms of the monthly payment. So what are some of the considerations? Well, the number one thing that you have to make sure of is that you're actually buying in a rural area. Now I'm going to put a link below where you can click on a map and see all the areas in our state of Washington that are eligible for USDA financing. In fact, the map is all over the country, so even if you were buying out of Washington state, you could see what areas of our country are USDA eligible. So that's the first thing. Make sure you're buying in a USDA area. The second thing is you need to make sure your income is under the USDA limit. Those income limits can vary based on your household size, and they can also vary based on the county that you're buying in. I've seen those income limits go as low as $70,000 or $80,000 a year for annual income, and I've seen them go up as high as $140,000, even $150,000 for annual income. So again, I'll leave a link below here where you can click on that link, put in your income, and see if you actually qualify for the USDA income limits. The other thing that you need to consider is that you need to have a certain credit score. And USDA generally requires your credit score to be a 640 credit score or higher. Now, you can go lower than a 640, but what it requires is a manual underwriting review with USDA. And when you do a manual review, there's a few other things to consider, such as your credit history, other factors with employment. It's a little bit harder to qualify for, so it is kind of preferred if you have a credit score above 640, but it's not required. You can actually go down even lower. I've seen clients go below 580 before, so there are some opportunities out there even with lower credit scores with USDA. Another thing to consider with USDA that does sometimes become a limiting factor is that USDA is a little bit more strict on how high they will let your debt to income ratios go. And what I mean by that is, what is your debt, including the house payment, divided by your income? They typically want your house payment to only be about a third of your income and your total debt, including the house payment, to be at about 41% of your income. Now, sometimes this does limit you on the amount of buying power or the maximum purchase price you can go up to on the USDA loan. So it is something to consider in how it could affect how much home you actually approve for. What I typically find is for a lot of clients that are buying in a rural area, they do have income limits that would fit the numbers for USDA. It's a good opportunity to use this as an alternative pre-approval just to see if it is something that they could actually find or use towards buying a house. Maybe we combine this with standard financing through conventional, maybe looking at down payment assistance, and then finally providing a pre-approval for a USDA loan as well, where you can see if it actually makes sense for your numbers. So that's a little information about USDA financing. If you have any interest in the USDA loan, you can comment below, reach out to me with an email, phone call, text. I'd be happy to answer your questions and help you with the next steps if you're looking into that type of loan. Thanks so much for joining me this week. Have a great week.